Well, hello, hello. JoJo Cross is here, and I am JoJo. I'm getting ready to go on a villager hunt. This is for my Fay Blossom Island, the Fairycore, and I need my 10th villager. I just sold the last of my land to get villager number 10 put in, and so I want to go do a little villager hunt. I do have some amiibo cards that I could use, but the villager in particular that I want, or the few that I want, I don't have amiibo cards for all of them. So, um, I mean, I have a ton of them, but what I want to do is look for ones that maybe I don't have, is what I'm trying to say. Um, if I don't find someone, then I will amiibo someone in, but I just thought I'd give it a try and see who we get after the first few here. I do have 100 tickets in my pocket. I don't plan on using all of those, but I could. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. So, anyway, I'm going to try to, cut out most of the talk, and so we're going to go see who's on this island first. All right, let's go see who we got. You never know, it could be really short depending on, oh boy, well, that is not going to be on my Fairycore Island, that person. I don't remember her name. Is it Violet or something? Anyways, on to the next. Okay, here's number 2. Let's see what number 2 has in store. Oh, it's, not a, oh shoot. He's cute. I had him on my one of my tropical islands before, and I would have him again. He was cute. Tucker, that's right. Anyway, he's a nice little villager. I know a lot of people don't really like him, but for a tropical jungle type theme, he is perfect. Okay, number 3. Let's see who we have here. Oh, it's can't remember her name either. Flo, there we go. Yeah, Flo will not work for this island, but she's cute. I like Flo. I don't really like the headband in the back, though. I kind of wish they would have changed that up a little bit. But aside from that, I like her. Okay, number 4. Who do we have? Looks like the same exact island again. It's a pig. I don't know his name. Let me see. Hugh. I don't think I've ever run into Hugh before. I knew there was a really bright blue pig somewhere, but I've never run into him. So that's interesting. Alright, on to the next. Okay, number 5. Oh, it's Faith. Nope, not gonna do Faith. She's also not my favorite sisterly or koala, so gonna leave her there. All right, this is number 6. Let's see who's on the 6th island here. Is that Tammy? Yeah. Bye, Tammy. Tammy's a no-go. I do not like her either. All right, we have number 7. Oh, it's Kyle. Oh, I love Kyle. He's one of my faves. One of my favorite wolves for sure. Not quite the Fairycore kind of guy. I would definitely take him if I was doing my Citycore though right now. But anyway, we're not going to take him today, but I'm happy to see him. Alright, this is number 8. Oh, it's, not Huck. Henry, right? Henry. I like him. He's cute. I'm not sure he's the guy for my Fairycore, but I do like almost all the frogs. So, is he a smug? I can't remember. It seems like he's a smug. Yeah, I'm not gonna take him. He probably would be cute on the island, but he wasn't really who I have in mind. So I'm gonna move on. I really would like to stay with the like pinks, purples, and blues, that kind of thing. So he's in the green category. Okay, number 9. That is clay. Not gonna take clay. Definitely not what we're looking for. Okay, and here we have number 10. Oh, I just had her. Why can't I not think of her name? I'm terrible with the names. Flora. I was gonna call her Flo, and I'm like, that is not her name. Oh, Flora's really cute. She's a little more on the tropical side, though. I just had her on my Normcore 30-day challenge island for a while. So I'm kind of looking for someone new at this point. So, but anyway, I do love seeing her though again, and she's a cutie pie. So anyways, moving on to the next one. Okay, this is number 11. Let's see who we have here. Ooh, who is that? Is that Ozzy? I think that might be Ozzy. Oh no, it's Gonzo. Oh, I love Gonzo. I love both of those guys, but not for this island. Bye, Gonzo. All right, island number 12. Oh, it's Marina. She would be really cute for a summer island or somewhere where they're doing like an under the sea, or maybe even like Moana or Little Mermaid, but not my Fairycore. Okay, this is number 13. Lucky number 13. Who is that? It is Kurt, I think. Yeah. Sorry, Kurt. Not this island. So some of the people I might be looking for would be like Rosie, Francine, Mary, Cookie, Chrissy, Filbert, Mint, Pate. I really want Ione, but I have her amiibo card. Sherb I would take, Daisy. I was thinking maybe Sydney, she's the purple koala. And then maybe Whitney, maybe Diana. So just those kinds of little characters that have the pastels, the blues, the purples, pinks, and also ones that are a little more on the springy side versus like summer or fall type villagers. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of the way I'm looking towards. All right, number 14. Who's this? Bob? I think that might be Bob, right? Oh gosh, there's a lot of people that really like Bob. I've never had Bob before. It's definitely purple. Oh, he's lazy. Oh, I never thought about Bob. I mean, he's really cute. Honestly, he's cuter than I thought he was. He's got a cute little, like, I don't know about his face, but his little outfit is even really cute. I gotta think about this one for a minute. I wish you guys could tell me what to do on this. I have never streamed before, and I see all these people streaming. I had thought about trying it, but I have no idea where to begin as far as how to do that, what additional equipment I might need or anything like that. So, but that would be a good way to get your opinion if I ever needed to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not super picky about who I have on here. I just want to make sure that they're kind of in the color scheme that I'm looking for. So, and I can always change their house regardless of what that looks like. So I think I might take Bob, just especially because I've never had him. So I think I'm going to invite Bob. Let me know down below what you think of my choice. I don't think he's very fairycore. However, he kind of is, you know, especially in my color scheme. So, oh, he's really cute actually, and I always like the lazies. So, you know, I'm not sad about that. Anyway, I'm gonna fly home and then I'll see where we're at. But I have a little project I think we're gonna work on too. All right, you guys. Well, I'm back on my island. I thought I would show you my map. So I have still Bo, Samson, and Joey and Olaf that are probably gonna go. And then Tutu, Bob, Meringue, Julian, Judy, and Sky are left on the island here. And then you can kind of see some of this scaping that I've done. So I have a few little projects. I did a bit of hard scaping and waterscaping, terraforming and stuff, and on some off time, just so you don't have to sit through a lot of that. So I was going to take you on a little tour of some of the stuff. So this is, you know, my house is kind of just tucked in the back over here. And then this is the part where I worked on by Julian's house. And this other area that we have down here was already kind of there the day that I was working on the neighborhood, but this is where I'm hoping all my rocks will go, and then this cement stuff will go once they're all in. But I'm not doing that till last because once the ground is covered, like in most of the areas, they'll just kind of naturally, hopefully, spawn this direction. So we'll see what happens, but that is the goal. That way you don't have to try too hard. And I have this area kind of surrounded by these trees because I'm going to try to make it kind of a magic rock kind of area. This is like the elder tree in the middle. And then these are like the trees kind of guarding the rock area. So, and then I have some things I'm going to put in here to just make it look a little more magical. And then this is Olaf's house. I'm going to amiibo him out pretty quick here as soon as I get the chance, you know. And then if we go over here, I left my thing here. If we go over here, this is the entrance, and resident services obviously is here. And then, you know, just orienting you again, if you walk off this way, this is where I did Nook's Cranny and Abel Sisters. And then here's some of the new stuff that we did. So back over here, I put in a little lookout area. That's this. And what I'm wanting you to see is what's over there. And that's where I'm going to try to build here today. And that way you'll be able to see it, but it's not something you can get to. So when I go over this way, I can get through like the back way here and jump over. Where is it? Over this way? Yeah. And get over to where we're working, but eventually all this stuff in the middle is going to be taken out. So, but I'll be working on this little hillside over here today. And then on this side, I've made this into my other neighborhood. So we have, you know, currently this is Bo's house. And then I did some terraforming and stuff. And up above is that Meringue's house maybe? I think it's Meringue's house up there. I'm going to put yeah, it is. She's stuck up there right now. I'm going to put an incline right here so that they can get up and down. And then this right here is Bob's house, I think. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm going to go say hi to Bob. That is not the house I expected a bright purple person or animal to be in. I kind of thought it would have some purple or something. Oh my gosh, it's very kidcore. Okay. Well, we've said hi to Bob, so that's good. And then down below Bob, there's one more house. So there's a total of 4 houses back here that haven't been, you know, done up or decorated or anything yet. But this is just kind of the little foresty area that you can walk through to get to them. This bridge goes over to my museum area right there. And then I forget who I put on the bottom floor here. This is Samson, but he'll change out too, I think. I decided I'm not going to keep Samson, but anyway, I've just got to put some pathing in here and stuff to join these together. And then this is the last neighborhood that I just worked on with the butterfly garden up here. So yeah. So anyways, that was just to kind of let you know the things I did while you were not watching. But today, what I want to do is work on the little area that's going to be, have the overlook looking at it. And my idea was to do like a isolated fairy type village, you know? And so what I want to do over here is basically fill this mountain with all sorts of small little houses and fairy type items and see if we can get it to look like some fairies live up here. So let me get my act together. I got to get some stuff out of my storage and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm at the top of the hill and I'm still shocked that these are here. I honestly haven't done like maybe a third of the island, and so I'm surprised that these made the cut up here. But anyways, that just goes to show, like, you know, you can do small little areas around your island and still get to the 5-star, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, and without really trying too much at some point, but also, you know, I have a lot of cheating going on here. But I got to break up this rock. And then what I'd like to do is first I'm going to plant a bunch of trees. I have a ton in my pocket and I need to get them out. We're going to plant, you know, a bunch towards the back. I'm also going to put in some of the pine trees and baobab trees and stuff like that, just to take up, you know, fill it in and make it look really lush back here. So what I want to do first is see if any of those little baobab tree things will fit along this back area. So let me try that really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to try to do is put one of those back here. And that's just going to add, you know, some height to the back of the island. I'm going to try to add another one on this side. Maybe I can put it like along the back this way, just to make it look a little more different. Let's see, yeah. Just so it's kind of sticking up, you know, and this one's a little more out. And then I would like to put a pine tree in over here. Let me see if I have one here. No, I don't want the giant pine. There it is. And that's just to give it a little more filling in and a little more lush type look, you know. And then I'm going to put a giant vine in next here in front of this, if it will go. Sometimes I struggle with getting these to go in, but I think we're okay there. All right, let me see what that kind of looks like from over here. Yeah, it's just, I'm looking for just for it to be filled in back here. So it looks like, you know, there's a lot filled in. I am going to put a small little path going, you know, around this way, just around kind of the in between, intermingled in between these little houses wherever I can. Over here, I'm also going to put another giant vine if it will go. Let me see if I can get one to fit. It may not have enough space for it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let me see if I can, no, we can't push it. Okay, so there's those couple. Like, you're not going to be able to get a ton in there. And then I'll definitely put more stuff behind the back here. But you can't really plant trees on the edges because there's not enough room. And also I need to put a couple of houses along there just so that, you know, you can see that the little houses are here. But what I'd like to do is I want to plant a few trees to start growing and then stunt them. So let me grab those two. Okay, I'm back up here, and so basically where I would like to plant them is just a couple along the front, and I want to make them small, but I want to have a couple, like this one, medium young, would be perfect, the size that it is. So I'm going to go ahead and stunt this one now. And I think I brought one, yeah. And so I like that, and that will stay green. But then up here, I would like to plant a sapling and stunt it a little bigger. So let me plant that right now, because I don't have any small ones in my pocket. And then I'll go forward a day or two and let that grow. I need it to get to the 3rd stage, I think. Or do I just wanted a puffball out front? Maybe I just wanted the 1 day. The ones out front I feel like need to be smaller because they're going to be near the houses, and they need to make the houses kind of look bigger. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So yeah, these might end up being small actually. So let me plant these couple. This could be like the beginning base ones. This one maybe could be a little bit bigger in size, I suppose. Let me see what I have in my pockets. I think they're all full-grown hardwoods, which I'm going to use at the top. Yeah, so let me go ahead and plant this. And all of these are just going to need to be, you know, stunted at some point. Yeah, okay. And then I want to go up top and plant the hardwoods that I have in my pocket, but towards the back, so that it just makes it look more lush and full, you know? So let me do that. I'm going to go back here and we'll plant a couple, just kind of off and on sort of thing. So we'll plant that one there. And obviously, you know, we'll come back during pink time to reveal the whole island at some point. So, yeah, these will end up being a little more cutesy by the time we're done, hopefully. So, okay. So there's a few going in, and in between we're going to put, you know, more of these little extras, the giant vines and things like that. But I want there to be a lot of trees and kind of make it look like a an area where, you know, fairies would frequent or live, kind of thing. So let me put another hardwood in here. I feel like this top part you're not going to be able to see as much anyway, so just putting in the trees will really help fill it in back here. Really, you're going to be looking more at the front, you know. I don't want to totally cover the baobab thing and stuff back here, so I want to kind of put it off kilter a little bit. All right, and then we'll put another one like up here. Perfect. And because I like them to be just a little bit, you know, not right next to each other kind of thing. I think that's good there. And then I'm going to put one more back along here. And then I do need to go grab a few more filler type plants, but I am going to plant a few more. I have a couple of giant vines in here. I would like to plant one like back this direction. So let me plop this guy in here. And I think I'm going to try turning him the other direction just so that thing's going the other way. How far back? Is he back as far as he goes? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he is. Okay. And again, you know, this will definitely be filled in with some more things that are more lush, I guess. So, but we'll get some of this filled in right now. That way you can kind of see what's going on in here. But all right, that's a good start. Let me go grab a few more things. I looked in my storage, and the items that I really wanted for this build, I don't have. So I'm actually going to need to go run to a treasure island real quick. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got a few things. I started putting in the little pathway here. I just thought I'll put a little bit here and there. I've got this path, and then I'll probably put some little steps around and things in between, but I want to get, you know, some of this stuff filled in up here that I need to do. I went and grabbed a bunch of doll houses. So I think I'm going to try to put some of those first just so they don't, you know, so I don't lose the opportunity to put them down. Boy, they are much smaller looking on this cliff than I thought they would be. Oh, I really expected a little more out of these guys. I want to put them all in different directions and stuff so that they look like, you know, they're just kind of built here or there and things like that. So I want to have, you know, some of them with the fronts showing, some of them with the little back side, like that showing, and some with the sides. But I can't really put with the back because I don't really want that. But that's pretty much it. We're just gonna, you know, get as many in here as we can, make it look kind of populated, but also, you know, isolated, because I don't want anyone to be able to get up here and get to the ferry. So there's going to be a lot of things in the way so that you cannot actually get up here. Let's put another one here. I may need way more than what I grabbed. That's crazy. Let's see, let's do that direction on that one. And then we'll put a couple more in here. Let me see, let me put one more here. And then I'll put stuff around these two, of course. So, that's two pinks next to each other. Let me see if I have a different color. What is this one? That's the purple. Let's put the little round side out on that one. Okay. And then over here, we definitely need a couple. I'm going to put one in this little nook here. I can probably put the pink one on this side. It always wants to face with the doll side. Let me see that and that. What's on this side? Let's see. Let's do that little chimney side. And then I'm going to put another one like tucked back here by this guy. Let's see what color we got there. And where is the next purple? Way over there, right? Yeah. That's good. I just want a little variation, you know what I mean? So they're not all looking the same. And it looks almost like they're different style houses all over the place. Alright, and then I'm going to put one in here. Let me do it coming from this direction. Just because, you know. Let me see. Oh, there's a pink one right there. Move this guy down this direction and pull it back a little bit. And then I will put another one on the other side. I think I got mostly like pinks and stuff, but the colors that they offer are just kind of, I don't know, they're just a little like, a little off, just slightly off from what I would like them to be, you know what I mean? But it's okay, they're just a little different. So I think I want the round edge on that one, and then we'll put this this one that way. Perfect. All right, and then we'll put another one. I'm just gonna keep filling in the spaces, and then I'm gonna come back and put, oh, that's yellow right next to yellow. Okay, let's try the next one. Just kind of gotta have trial and error until you get the variation that you want, you know what I mean? All right, let's do this one, see which one that is. I think I'd rather put another color here. Let's see. Oh, green will be perfect. Let me turn it so that you see that portion of it. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. All right, and let's see which color this one is. It's always a surprise. Oh, there's another green one. Let me do this one. Is that the brownish pink one? No, that's the same exact one that's sitting right here. Okay, let's try this one here. That one's good. Alright, and let me see if I can put the more plain side going out. Perfect. Alright, and then back in here I'm going to put some more of those big tall, I think they're called a baobab tree or baobab tree, those kinds of things. I think I just need a few more houses down front to make it look a little more populated. Let's see, maybe we'll do, we've got like 4 there. Maybe I'll put another one out here. And that's good. And then I'll put another one like maybe on this. Oh, there's a few there. We'll put another one out here on this edge by the tree, I suppose. That will be good right there, actually. It's perfect. And then maybe one more back here, but a little in the middle. Okay, there's a pink one right above this one, and a blue one. Alright, and then pink over here. We need to shift this just a little bit. So let me put... It's hard when you only have so many that you can use. Let me put the blue one over here. I'm gonna be so like anal about this, I'm sure. Alright, and then push that back one more. Maybe 2 more. Okay. And then we already have the pink one there and the pink one there. Let me do brown. The brown one, is that this one? Let's see. Nope, that's the pink one again. Alright. I mean, it's not bad to have a few of the pink ones because I want more pink than anything else. I just didn't want them all like right next to each other, but I think we're okay. Let me do this one. Do the round part on that one. Okay. I think that's a good spread. I kind of want to go over to the lookout that I built and see if I can even see all this stuff over here and how it stands out. You know what I mean? So let me run across. I think I need to find my little bridge right here. Yeah, only downside of this island is some things are a little isolated, so in order to get to them, you know, you kind of have to go around a few obstacles, but that's okay. Oh, that does look cute, right? I think that looks cute. That looks like a lot of little fairy houses over there. Kind of the point of perspective, you know. Those trees in the back look giant though, but I guess if you're a fairy, you're definitely going to have like a lot more big trees around you since, you know, fairies are much smaller than real life. So I think we're okay. I like the way that looks. It's cute. So we'll head back over here and I'm going to finish decorating in between all of these little houses and get a few more like bushes and trees and things in just to fill in the areas. I think I need a tree. I mean, these obviously are going to grow up to be bigger, and then maybe I can put, let me see what I can do here. Don't have a lot of options because I don't want to cover up, you know, directly any of these things. That's a little too... And that's going to be lined up. Might be the only trees I can plant in the front. I think I'm going to try putting a giant vine in here. Let me grab a few more things out because I'm all out of the items, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just going to try a few things to try to make it look a little more full and lush up here. So let me see what I can get to fit in here that I picked up. First of all, I wanted to try one of these pergolas and see how that works as far as just giving it some more, you know, filler at the top and just kind of making it look more green and lush. And then I'm wondering if I can put like a giant vine in front of it. Of course I cannot, because this game is mean. It doesn't want me to have any fun at all. Let me see if I can get it in this direction. Oh, the drama. I don't know if I can push that thing back either. Let me try it. Oh yeah, there we go. Maybe that was enough to get a giant vine in here now, because I kind of want to cover it so that you can't, you know, you can tell it's there, but it's not, like, you can't see the posts, you know what I mean? So that kind of helps cover that a little bit. Then that kind of traps me in here, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, how did I get in here? There we go. Alright, back here I'm going to put another one of these, what is it called, a baobab tree? Oh my gosh. The names on these things are just like something I've never heard of, but I know they're a thing for sure. Did I bring one? There it is. Okay, that's as far back as that'll go. We'll put another pine tree in. Perfect. And then over here, you think we could do like a little moon or something. Let me see if I can just have it kind of peeking out here. I also got that little Lala's star, which I thought was really cute. I'm gonna see if I can put that in here too. Where is it? Let's see. Okay, a little pink one there. I brought some yellow ones too. I have to climb down. Let me put the little star here. I thought that would be cute to put the Kiki and Lala's cloud maker. Oh, back on it. It went backwards. Are these all not on? Oh no! Does that mean I have to go around to each and every one and turn them on? Oh no, okay. Oh shoot, look how much cuter they are when they're lit up. Who knew? I thought they would just come that way. Okay, let me try this again. Where is it now? There. Nope. Let me try from here. Yeah, it wants to go backwards. Maybe this direction. Okay, that is the way I want it. Let me get this up. Pull this way. Turn that on. And then put this back. Like such. Okay. And then I think I need to put something in there. Let me see what I brought with me. I think maybe a mush partition would be good. Put it back like in this direction. Kind of push it over just a bit. And back. Perfect. And then I also have one of those Mario mush items. I'm going to put one of those out here, I think. I'm not one of these guys, the small mushroom platform. There you go. I don't want it to look too much like I just slapped all this stuff down, but at the same token, like from far away, I think it will look cute, so I like it. And I want it to look very fairy-esque, you know? And I'm not going to be able to get out of here, I don't think. I might need to fly myself out because I don't really want to have to move all this stuff. But I do want to plant flowers up here too. I can climb down here, but then I can't really get out of this direction. Let me move this guy and put him back this way. We've just got to learn to be smarter than the items that you're putting down, right? Okay, I'll turn this guy, turn it on. Now I've got to go around and turn all these guys on and make sure that they're looking cute. Now, why would they not light up when you put them down? That's something I don't understand, but we'll get them all turned on. Little lights turned on. Because at night, you know, it's gonna have to be a little glowy. Although I'm sure that I'm gonna do a daytime address on this one, but you know, just in case. It does make them a little brighter though from a distance and stuff, so either way I like the way it is. I think I'm gonna put the other Kiki and Lala star here. I did bring 2 of them, I think. Yeah, or the Cloud Maker. And we'll turn that guy on. What's cute is it puts a little puff ball of clouds coming out, which is cute. And then I did bring a couple of these little gyroids that some are the petaloids and some are the bubbloids. And I thought the bubbloids would be really cute, just blowing bubbles up here. They're kind of adorable. Have you seen those? Yeah, look at the little bubbles coming out. And then we'll put another little bubbloid down maybe on this side so it kind of makes them both a little bit equal, you know? Super cute. Turn this guy around and he can blow his little bubbles out there. And then I have some more plants and things, additions to put back here, but let me see if I can fit another crescent moon in here. Maybe this right here would be a good spot. The chair. Oh, it's a yellow one. Let me see if I have my pink one here. Probably right here, yeah. There we go. So we have a pink one up front and a pink one over in the back. And then let's go back here and put in some pine trees and a little filler. Oh, I have another one of those pergolas, which would be perfect right here. Let me try it. Yeah. And that's covered nicely by the tree, and it won't push back anymore, which is fine. Back here we can put another pine tree if I can find one. It's just a matter of like getting things filled in and seeing what you can get in there and what you can't. The giant vines make it a little harder because they do take up a lot of space, but so does everything else that I'm using. So you kind of just have to try to make it work, you know, with what you have. Okay, let me go through here and see if I can get another giant vine or something back in here to fill in the space. I also have this little broken pillar. I could probably put that right here, actually. Ruined broken pillar? Maybe not. About right here. There we go. We'll turn that. I don't know how you're going to see these from the front at all. I mean, maybe not at all, but I figure I can just throw them in. If you see them from a distance, great. If not, it's not a big deal. Let's see, what about a bush? No, that really doesn't even show. I doubt you'll even see that. Let's see what else. We can try a baobab up here, too. I haven't put one of those up here yet. That's good. Add some height, which I like. And then what about some of these I need to change colors on too because they're a little off. Yeah, I don't think I see anything else that really needs to go in here. I think I might put the other little mush platform right here. I'm wondering if I put the house on top of one of these, if it makes it look weird. Like, does it make it look like it doesn't belong, or, I kind of like it. I think it's cute. Now I'm going to feel like I need more up on little pedestals, because that's cute. Maybe that little pink one over there, I could put this guy on top of that. Let me get down and go over that direction and see if I can do that. That means I gotta move this again. And then we're gonna put this. Let's see if we can move this house up to here. And then I want to turn it so that the round part is showing. And then I think I'm gonna put the yellow one over here just so that they're not identical. Direction, and then I'm not going to put the other one back out yet. I don't think I turned that on now. Let me try turning that on and turn this one on. There we go. And what I'll do in between here is just put some flowers and things like that to fill in the spaces. I also brought a big garden wagon I'm going to put up in here, probably right here, honestly. Is I have my little designs and I need to remember about these. So let me put in one of these doors right here. Let me put another one on the other side. That, and let me push that back in place here. Let me see. First of all, I feel like I can push it. Let me pull this back just a bit and see if I can push that other one. It's so weird that these end up being objects, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, they don't count for anything in your bag or on your island. I'm not sure if it even counts as an item, but they're definitely like move around like an item, which is so weird. Alright, let's even those out. Perfect. And then maybe I can just put the single door like over here. Oh my gosh, I keep wanting to go in because it feels like such an item, you know what I mean? This right here. Alright, and that's just another little fairy door. And then what I could do here is put one of those umbrellas to look like the little mushroom houses, and I'll put a couple of those guys in. Whoops. Doing it again. It's hard to remember. Okay, let me do... Yellow would probably be good in here. And let me turn that. Make that look like a little mushroom house, and that'll add to the ambiance, make it look like there's a few more little houses in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the garden wagon in before it gets to where I can't fit anything in here, you know what I mean? Let me throw that in this direction. That's cute. Okay. And then I think I'd like to put maybe a giant vine in here, or something bigger possibly. Can this go over just a little bit? Move it one notch over. Oh my gosh. myself up with this. There we go. All right. Okay, let me get a couple more of those umbrellas in here, and I think I need to do a couple more at the top as well. Let's do a green. Whoops. Oh gosh. Does it go away when you put it away? It sure does. Okay. That's good. I wasn't sure. Alright, we'll turn that one so that it's facing everybody again. Oops. That's exactly where we wanted that. Alright. Yeah, I definitely think I need some up top here. And that kind of means these are in the way, doesn't it? Let me move this wagon and get up there and do that really quick. I can put a couple below that little mushroom platform. That would be cute. Like a little pink one here. Sorry if this video is a little slower, you guys. It's just trying to, you know, get the things in the right place and not have it look kind of weird, sort of thing. There we go. Alright, and then I think I want another one back here. What do I want? Maybe I want something different. Maybe I'll put the pillar back here. And then on top of that, we can put one of these Nova lights. Add a little fairy princess pink up there. And then in here, I need to customize these, so let me get my workshop out and do that really quick, and then we'll put these other guys back down. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw, I think, my little mush parasol in here. And then let's go ahead and put back my little house. Let's see, where was it? Is it up there? I have a good spread of houses up there. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely think I need a little more elevation back here. And let me get up here. I'd like to put a little design down on a little mush lamp, maybe right in, like in this area here. Let me see what I have. I'm gonna put a little circle maybe or something. Let's go here. I really like the little mush circle. And then let's put the little mush lamp right in the middle of that guy. Alright, push that in. Perfect. And then I think a little glowing moss would be great in here. I've still got to come back with flowers and stuff, but you know, I figure if I get a few things here and there, then we won't have to do as much. Now down in here, I'd like to put another, I mean, we're putting our garden wagon there. Let me see what else. Maybe we can put the other mush lamp like right here. So let me put that little mush circle here too. And then I will go ahead and put that little mush lamp in this little area. And push that in. Perfect. Okay, that's cute. Add a little blue. And then, yeah, I'm going to look for a few things that I can use as stands. So hold on just a second. Okay, so I think I'm going to put one of the stands under this. Let me do... I got some more of those mush... these ones. These seem to be good little holders of these guys. So let me put that. And then we'll put the dollhouse back on that. Where did it go? There. And I don't remember which direction we had it going. I think the round side out. Yeah, perfect. All right, and then that kind of allows us to put something down below it too, you know? So I think I'm gonna put down just a little bit of sparkle here. And then I wanna put that little snail on top. So it kind of looks like that snail is leaving a little snail trail. I'm just kidding. It doesn't really look like snail trail. But I thought the little snail was cute. You know what I mean? I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it from way across the way, but it's okay. I know it's there. That's all that counts. It really is. Okay. And then here, let's see. These two could stay down. I think I need to put this little pink one up. And maybe this green. No, maybe the blue one. So the two in the back, I guess. So let me see what I have brought. I have two more platforms. Is this a green one? I think I have two more green ones. That's okay. I like the green. Is it here? There it is. Okay, that one we'll just have facing that direction. And then I'll do this guy. We'll plop this guy on top of that. I think that's actually the right direction it should be, probably. Okay. So that looks good. And then let me just put down like a couple more of those little umbrellas. I think they help make it look a little more populated over here, I guess would be my goal. So let me put a little purpley one here. Whoops. I hate that you have to go all the way out of it to turn it. But aside from that, it's fine. It's just, it would be nicer if it was a little more easy to manage kind of thing. Alright, I think I need to go grab some flowers and stuff first before I put the rest of these things down. So let me go grab those. I have some butterfly models to put up here and stuff like that. So let me go get that. Never mind. I realized the butterfly models and stuff are in my pocket. I do need to go get the flowers, but I really need to get these out of my pocket first. So let me do that, because that is going to inhibit things a little bit. Also, I feel like I need to get this elevated, and I do have a little turkey stand in my pocket. So that's not really where I wanted it though. Let's see if I can get it to go back here just a little bit further. That's better. And then I'm going to push it over just a bit so it's not lined too closely to that other one. And then let's see where that dollhouse flew to right here. Okay. And then I do need to turn that so that it looks a little different from the others. That's good. Okay, perfecto. And then what I'd like to do is, like I said, I'm going to probably put a couple flowers here. I think I'll put a little butterfly model right here. Let me drop a little custom code under, because we can't have it just sitting on nothing. Oh, what on earth would that say? This is Fairycore. We have to be Crazy Town. Alright, so that, and then we'll put our butterfly model. Let's do yellow over here. That would be good. Okay. And then I think I'll do another one here. Actually, let me do one up here just to get something in this little spot. It would probably be the perfect item. It's not too big and it won't take up too much space. And you'll still be able to see the cute house behind it. Alright, let's see if it'll go down. I don't know if it'll go in there or not. Oh, it did. Okay, perfect. Now the kicker is, can I get out? I don't think I can get down or out of here. Let's see. Maybe if I go... I think I might have to call rescue services for some help. I'll be right back. Okay, I made it back. I'm going to go ahead and put another butterfly model up here. Add a little extra color there, and we can climb up and get a flower up in that direction. And then I'm going to, you know, put a couple more little things in here. Let me put my garden wagon back. I'll do that right now. Another dollhouse in here too. I don't know where that was supposed to go. I can't even remember where I took it from. Oh, maybe right here actually. I already put that little mushroom, so maybe I can put it right here in the corner. But I think I need to wait until I put some stuff up top here. So I would like to put like a little glowing moss or something right back here though. And then I do think this little, oh, can I get out of here? Got in. Let's try it. Oh my goodness. Ah, okay. That was not working out, and that is way too big for right there. Let's see. I don't want it to like fully cover this house. I didn't see that until, okay, maybe that's not the spot for that. Alright. And I can't even remember what color did I have over there. This guy? Whoops. There I go again. Okay, we want to display it. There we go. And then turn it. Right back there. Perfect. Okay. And then I think right here we're going to go ahead and just put the other one, but I need to put a couple flowers in there and up top. So I got to leave that open. Let me just see what else I can squish in here before I go run and grab my flowers. I think I'll put another little butterfly model right here. So let me grab some kind of pattern here and put that down. And then let me put my model right here. Let's see, I think they're down here. Yeah. It's a common one. Okay. And then, of course, we can do maybe another butterfly model back in here. Maybe back on this little corner would be cute. Don't have anything back here yet to add a little cutesiness, so let's do that. We'll put another mushroom. I like those. And then let me back up and we'll see if we can get the butterfly to go in there. Common blue bottle. There we go. Perfect. Because we want lots of little butterflies. Okay. And then, yeah, I think I need another one. Like probably right here, maybe in front of this guy. A little heart on the ground. And then let me see if I can get it to go in there. It looks like it has to be right there. Agrius. Let's place that. Nice. Okay. Is that the direction I want it? Let's see. Maybe that direction would be good. Okay. Very good. And then I kind of want to make like a little bit of a walkway coming this direction as well. So let me put that down really fast too, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got a few flowers out. Let me see how these will look over here. Let's see, let's plant one here. And maybe let's see if I can get a small glowing moss in here. I just don't want to be really giant. That's a good one. Now it's not going to let me out again. There we go. Perfect. Oh, how did that get run over? I didn't even go that fast. Okay. And then I'm going to put one more flower in right, you know what, let me go up. Put a couple of flowers along the edge here. because this is where it just needs some trimming, you know what I mean? So we'll put a little purple one there. I'm going to put a little glowing moss. I'm hoping it's a bigger one here. Oh, that one's okay. Alright, and then I'm going to put in a mum. And let's put another flower here. What about... let's put a pink Cosmo. Yeah, that's good. Alright, how about back in here? Let's put a couple in here. So we'll put, I need a little height. Let's put a little hyacinth in there. And let's put a blue, oh, the blue rose is going to blend in there though. With that blue house. Let me put the pink one behind. There we go. Just so it stands out a little more. Perfect. Alright, and then I'm going to put another flower right here. And then in front of that, I think I'm going to put this last house because, you know, let me put the blue right here so that kind of stands out. And then let's get the house put in here, the last dollhouse that I had taken out. Let me see which way I want that one to face. Let's see, let's go. Nope, let's do that one. And then let's do that for that one. Okay. And then along in here, I want to put a couple of flowers. Oops, of course she had to step over there. Alright, let me get what I have here. I wasn't able to put that many into my pocket. So, let's put a little glowing moss. Perfect. That's exactly where I was hoping it would go. And then over here, I think I'll put this little purple guy. And, let's see what else we have in our pockets. Maybe a mush low stool would be cute right here. And I think I'm going to put one of these little petaloids on top of that. Oh, he's purple. Okay, very cute. Alright, and then back here, let's put another Nova Light. So we've got to get the fairy-esque things in here. And then let me get a little pink mum in this direction. And I think that tree's already stunted and everything, which is good. Let's see what else I have to put in here. Got a few Nova Lights. I don't think the moon chair is going to work in here. Let me see if a mush partition will fit back here at all. Let's see. Yeah, that fits. Gives it a little background. And then we're going to do the last couple flowers here. Let's do a pink rose. And then this is going to need to be stunted behind. So I think we're going to have to wait on putting any flowers in this direction yet. But I could put a little flower back here. Let me put a little pink mum. Oh, it just flew there. What about back here? There we go. That works. And then I'd like to put a little glowing moss out front. And then I do have another little mush. See, I'm wondering maybe I can put it here with another one of those little gyroids on top of it. So let me try that. And all the crescent moon chairs too. I wasn't sure, you know, like sometimes you need a ton and other times you're good to go. So, let's see, what is that one? Oh, that's the little pink petaloid, which they are just so stinking cute. I like those guys. They're like my favorite one. Those and the bubbloid ones are the best, in my humble opinion. Alright, I'm going to put another one of those down here. Just because I feel like they're like helping with the little fairies out here. There we go. And then I think I have no more flowers, so I'm gonna have to go grab a few more of those. Be right back. Alright, I just have a few more things to plant out front here. I don't want to block the houses, so I'm just going to kind of leave, you know, a little space in between so you can see everything. And I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like from the viewpoint. So we'll go do that at the end and see how it turns out. I'm not sure if it's going to display the way I had wanted it to, but I'm hoping it looks kind of magical from across the way. Because up close, it's not very impressive, but I think from far away, it's maybe going to make an impression. We'll see. But that's my hope. I just want it to look kind of cute and like a little magical fairyland over here where lots of little cuties live, and kind of like where you wish you could get to it but you can't, and you're not going to be able to because I'm going to take all the terraforming out, and you will not be able to access any of this anymore. So once I'm out of here, I will not be able to really get back and plant or do anything else up here. So I really need to make sure that it's the way I want it to look, you know what I mean? So let me plant just a couple flowers right here, and a glowing moss, and this other one here. Oh, that's all that will fit. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, and then that little hilltop up there could use just a few more things. Let me take down this guy and get up here real quick and just shove a few little flowers and things to trim this out a bit, and then I think we'll be good. I just want to make sure that, you know, it looks impressive from far away. Here's my last glowing moss. Oh, I've never done something like this where I'm kind of reliant on the viewpoint to show it off. Usually everything is close up, you know what I mean? But in this particular case, it's not so much the case. So kind of hoping that this does show the way I'd like it to. Oh my gosh. Of course I destroyed that. All right, let me get some of this terraforming out, and then we will go across the way and take a little look. All right, guys, this is where I have the lookout behind resident services. So we're gonna go up and take a look and see how it looks. Hey, I think that turned out pretty good. Looks like a nice little fairyland over there. So hopefully you're kind of getting what I was hoping you could see from over here, just like a little fairy type island. You can't really get to it, but you can see it from a distance. And I have the water, you know, surrounding it. So if you look on the map of the island, it's just a big chunk over right in front of where I'm standing. And you can't really get to it from anywhere, so you really can just go and take a look at it. So anyways, yeah, that was the whole gist of this one. So hopefully you guys like this one. If you did, if you could give me a like and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would truly appreciate that. I thank you guys for watching and for your time, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye guys.